Hi guys! So this morning I got a package from Amazon Japan. I'm really excited about it because it's something by my Ultimate Bias group, which I'm sure if you've watched a couple of videos on this channel, you've figured out who that is. And it's kind of silly but kind of neat because it was shipped by DHL, and now that shipping company is always going to make me think of Luna because of her solo. So it's in a way it's like both of my bias groups. I know that's really silly. But anyway, I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's go ahead and open this box up so I can show you what's inside. Much like my last video, today's video is also going to be unboxing style because these albums just came out this week. One of the things I like about ordering from Amazon Japan for Japanese albums is they usually do super quick shipping, so you end up getting the album. A lot of times when I pre-ordered it, I actually got the album on the release day. That didn't happen this time because I waited longer than usual to pre-order it because I wasn't totally sure where I was going to pre-order it from, or if I was going to get the FX DVD with it, or what I was going to do. But in the end, I just got these two albums for now, and I might get the FX concert DVD with Taemin's Japanese album when it comes out. It's honestly going to depend on where my funds are at when those come out, because I've been buying probably more albums than I should have this summer. So as you might be able to read on the packing slip, I have here two of the three versions of B.A.P's newest Japanese single, Feel So Good. For B.A.P's Japanese releases, I usually get the Ultimate Edition, which usually comes with a bonus merchandise item, and Type A, which is CD DVD. I don't get Type B because it's usually just the CD and the songs. It has all three songs, whereas these versions just have 2 songs each, usually. That's the way it's been for all their previous Japanese releases. I honestly didn't pay too close attention to this one, but I'm assuming it's the same way. I know it's the same way with the DVD and the merch items. But yeah, that is Type A, which has the CD and DVD. And this is the Ultimate Edition, which is first press only, I do believe. And that is a big box. As we can see, the Ultimate Edition has 4 songs, which are the title track, Feel So Good, the brand new song, Good Time, and then instrumental versions of those 2 tracks. Whereas Type A has, on the CD, it has Feel So Good and another new song called Freaky Sound, as well as the instrumental for those songs. And the DVD has the music video for the Japanese version of Feel So Good, as well as the making of that video. I say we'll start with the Ultimate Edition, see what's inside this big old box. I think actually most of it is going to be the bag that it comes with. I think that's what's making up most of the volume here. Yeah, as you can see on the sticker, it comes with an original clear bag. In my opinion, this is a little less cool than their previous bonuses for their Japanese single, because Warrior came with a light-up ring, which is almost like a mini light stick in a way. One Shot came with a calendar for the year. No Mercy had a necklace. Excuse Me had a light-up keychain. And their full album had a bracelet. So to me, the bag is kind of a step down, but I mean, I don't really buy the album for the extra stuff, you know, I buy it for B.A.P. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the bag, like most of their stuff, is random for a different member. And I got the blue bag, which would be Zello's, which is pretty awesome because, number one, blue is my favorite color. And number 2, Zello is obviously my bias in B.A.P. So that kind of, for me, just elevated this bag from something I didn't really care about to something kind of cool. It's pretty small, though, so I'm not totally sure what I'm going to use this for, but I'm sure I can figure out something. It's got that kind of, not artificial, but that really plasticky smell. It reminds me of something, but I'm having difficulty figuring out what it is that it reminds me of. But it's a pretty cute bag. Probably like a nice thing to take to the pool or the beach during the summer. So maybe I'll use it for that. And now, as I said, the bag is what took up most of the volume in the box. So now we're left with this much smaller package. To me, this is a little disappointing because usually they have a different color for all of the different singles. But the actual album within the Ultimate Edition looks almost the same as the Type A. That's a bit of a bummer. I wish they would have made it a different color or something so it didn't look so similar on the shelf. And I believe these are all supposed to come with photo cards. I haven't actually seen any unboxings or any pictures of what the photo cards look like yet, so I could be wrong. But all their previous Japanese stuff has come with photo cards, so I'm assuming this one does too. Which is another reason why I usually buy both versions. Okay, so there's the cover. The inside, I kind of like how they did the, I don't know how you call this, but like it's all black and white except for the shirt, which is each of the members' signature color. I think that was a pretty neat concept. And then we have the photo book inside. The Japanese singles are not as extravagant as the Korean ones. They're usually just like a booklet like you get with a Western CD. And I've already seen my photo cards. So that was a little anticlimactic. But we have Jongup's photo card right there. As we can see, these are going with the same kind of signature member color concept. And then this, I believe, is the event ticket. It's a group version, which is something I've never seen before. I don't know if this means they're not going to do random member group tickets this time, or random member event tickets, or if they just happen to throw a group one in the mix. That's actually really pretty. The booklet pictures, they're really simple. Really simple. But it's kind of cool looking. Part of me doesn't like that the black thing is like over the picture, over their faces. That seems kind of cheap. But it actually, like, it looks really cool, so I don't hate it. But at the same time, I kind of do, because I want to see their faces. I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings about the single release, to be honest. But I mean, the songs are good, of course. I've already heard them online. Feel So Good is still an awesome song. It holds up really well after all this time. Normally, I can get sick of a song if I play it too often, like really easily, but I've been playing Feel So Good pretty constantly since the Korean version came out, and I'm still not sick of it, so congratulations on that, B.A.P. It's funny because I didn't think I was going to like the Carnival album very much at all at first, but it's actually held up really well. Like, I still frequently jam out to it. I mean, I do miss their harder hitting songs with a message like One Shot and Warrior, but I still like these songs too, of course. So now we have Type A, CD and DVD. Similar picture on the inside, but it is a different one. And then I think those are some of the lyrics from Feel So Good. One of my discs came out of its holder. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I didn't realize these were still in frame over here. Okay, so there's, we can see we've got the inside cover, the CD, and the DVD, I think. And then once again, we've got the photo booklet in here. hopefully, I think the photo card's still going to be right at the beginning, so we're going to see who it is right away, which kind of takes the surprise out of it. It is at the beginning. Let me see if I can flip it over so I don't see. Okay. Oh. Well, I flipped it over, but they have the names on the back, so that didn't do any good. But I got my bias. Yay! So, good. That means I don't have to trade for him this time. That's awesome. Because, of course, I still haven't gotten all of his Carnival photo cards, so I'm still trying to complete that collection. So I really was not looking forward to having to try to do another trade for him again. So, yay, I'm very happy that I got his. So as of right now, I'm not really planning on selling or trading Jong-up, but if you are interested in Jong-up's photo card, you can see my wish list on my photo card trade video. I'll link to that in the description. If you have anything on there, or if you're just interested in buying this card, if you make a good enough offer, I will be willing to part with this, but I'm not like, oh, I don't want this card, let me get rid of it. I'm fine with keeping Jong-up if no one wants him. But if one of you wants him, feel free to ask, and yeah. And then we have the event ticket. I think this means this one is like a blank one. I don't know. I can't read Japanese, so I can never really tell. All the event tickets are good for me is the little picture on the front. So I'll be keeping this one because it does have the picture of them. And then this has nothing on it, so I don't think anyone wants this. I don't live in Japan, so I can't actually use these for the fan signing thing that they're for. But anyway, back to the photo booklet. Again, almost the same concept. I have very mixed feelings about the black bars. They look cool, but they also take away from the members' faces. Come on. There we go. I have to say, if it weren't for the fact that there are original songs on this single, and if it weren't for the fact that B.A.P is my ultimate bias group, I don't know if I would have bought these singles. Because compared to their previous releases, and especially compared to their Korean ones, the packaging of these albums is a little lacking. I mean, with the K-pop albums, usually half the reason you buy it is for the photo book. It's to see the pictures of them. And this one, because of the black squares, you can't really see them that well. And then the pictures all have the color wash on them as well. So it's one of those things where, for me, you kind of have to evaluate it based on what it is. Japanese singles, I usually tend to evaluate more like I evaluate Western albums, which is, does it have at least one picture of each member? Is it not just you open it up and there's 2 pages and that's the entire booklet? For a Japanese single, if it has more than that, then I'm pretty satisfied, as long as, it has good music content. And in this case, we have 2 brand new songs. These aren't just Japanese versions of songs they already released in Korean. Freaky Sound and Good Time are completely new tracks. So, for me, that makes these worth it. And, I mean, even if it didn't, B.A.P is my ultimate bias group. I will openly admit I'm B.A.P trash, so I buy basically anything they put their name on. I mean, I'll admit to that. So, I would have bought these anyway, just because I love B.A.P so much. But, if you're not a super hardcore B.A.P fan, these albums might not be for you unless you really love the songs. But if that's the case, I think they might be on iTunes. I'll have to check and see. But I want to say that they put their Japanese stuff at least on Spotify, if not iTunes. I feel like I saw something about that. I don't usually use either of those platforms for my K-pop music because I buy the physicals and then upload it to my iTunes. So overall, for me, it was a pretty good haul because I got the blue colored bag and I got Zello's photo card, which is the main thing, honestly, that I want out of the Japanese albums. Like, that's, other than the music itself, the biggest draw for me is the photo card, because the booklets are usually never anything fancy. They're about on par with the booklets you get in American albums. They're not like your typical K-pop album fare. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you got these albums or are planning on getting these albums, let me know what you think of them. Let me know, whose photo card you got, and yeah, hopefully I'll have another video for you guys soon. I've got a few more packages coming in the mail, but one of them's taking a little longer to get here than I thought it would, so we're just going to have to stay tuned and hope it turns out before too long. See you next time. Bye.